EDSA leadership, students, award recipients, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome you this evening. As we gather to celebrate the 4th edition of the EDSA Prestige Award, we reflect on the profound impact these awards have on the university community. By recognizing and rewarding excellence, we reinforce the values that underpin our Vision 130 and strategy, fostering a culture of achievement and innovation. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to our award winners. Your achievements are a testament to your potential and commitment to excellence. As Nelson Mandela once said, I open quote, "A winner is a dreamer who never gives up." Your perseverance and dedication rewarded you. Continue to be a shining star in your respective areas. Continue to be ambassadors of this great university. To those who did not ascend or will not be ascending to the podium, your nomination is a reflection of your dedication and hard work. You are equally celebrated and continue to do more. Continue to work harder. I'm going to quote what Michael Jordan has always said about trying whenever you fail. Trying whenever you fail. Open quote. I missed over 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. 26 times I have been thrusted to take the game's winning shot, and I missed it. I have failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I am succeeding. Never give up. Never give up. Even Einstein says, it's not about how you fall. It's about how you get up when you fail. Stay focused, and you shall be a victor in the future. I also acknowledge the tirelessness, colleagues, of the efforts of the selection committee led by Dr. Peter du Toit. Sir, we really appreciate the efforts that you really employed with your team. I also want to acknowledge your selection team that made it possible for us to be here today. Dr. Eleanor in absentia, Mrs. Lawrence Hink, Mrs. Kamenita Radcliffe, and Mrs. John Dialen Patterson. Thank you very much, colleagues, for really giving us your private time to make sure that we have quality award winners tonight. A special recognition also goes to the organizing team. I always ask my organizing team to stand up Colleagues, behind the curtains, behind the scenes, there are people who makes these things possible. There are people who are working so hard for us to be able to have a 3-course meal tonight, for us to be able to really orderly recognize excellence. If you allow me, colleagues, could you stand up there in the corner there without mentioning names? I think, Dr. Nolukolo, we are also grateful that you are here again with us. You always make yourself available. We really appreciate your collaborative spirit. Whenever we call upon you to join us, you're always here. And I'm not sure whether that is a sign that you'll be joining us in the future. Lastly, colleagues, to our award winners, your achievement inspires us all. May your success be the beacon motivating others to strive for excellence. Congratulations and have a great evening. Let's continue to strive for excellence. Let's continue to lift this university. Let's continue, colleagues, to be shining stars in our respective spaces. Let's make sure that we want others to desire to be us. With those few words, congratulations to all of you, and have a great evening.
My apologies. Thank you, ED, for that welcoming, that congratulatory message. I think all of our recipients received it very well. But to go to our keynote address this evening, we are going to call on stage Professor Noluxolo Xasa. But before you ascend, ma'am, can I do the honors of just giving a brief intro as to who Professor Noluxolo is? Our next speaker is a true champion for making the digital world safer for everyone. Professor Noluxolo is an associate professor at Nelson Mandela University, where she leads the cyber security postgraduate program. But her impact extends far beyond the university walls. She's the founder of the Cyber Culture Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to making cybersecurity simple and understandable for all of us. That includes Gerben. Her pioneering work even includes teaching kindergarteners how to be responsible digital citizens. Driven by a passion to empower the next generation, especially young women like myself, she is a mentor who encourages her students to believe in their own voices. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to the stage, Professor Noluxolo Xasa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, executive management, distinguished guests, members of the University of Free State. I might be joining that community, I don't know, but I'm seeing the signs, don't you guys? I feel like part of the family, and most importantly, our exceptional students. So when I was invited to deliver a keynote address 2 days ago, I had to stop and really reflect on what excellence means to me. And, I didn't realize, because you never really think about the concept of excellence and how, or what it really means to how you live your life. But then I realized that excellence is the way of being. It's not about the recognition at the end. I believe that is, the fruit of all the hard work. I remember a line from the famous Big Book that shaped my entire life. And this line says, "Whatever your hands find to do, do it with all your might." This is the verse that shaped my upbringing. It's a principle that my dad used to instill in all of us. He used to say, if you become a cleaner, clean so much that if someone wants to eat from the floor, they can do that. If you end up a tea lady, make it so well that people will say, "I want Noluxolo's tea." That verse was not only quoted in my home, it was lived, because my father believed that all work carries dignity. He would say that there's no such thing as meaningless work. There was a culture that he cultivated amongst all of us, a culture of excellence. And if you define what a culture is, it is the way we do things around here. My childhood is filled with moments where my parents embodied this principle. One particular memory that I have carried is that of my mom, who was a street vendor. When my dad lost his job, she put us through school selling vegetables in town. Now, you might think that is humble work, but for her, it was a calling. I remember watching her every morning. She would dress up as though she was going to a board meeting. Her apron would be pressed, her tablecloth would be ironed, and she would arrange her vegetables, spinach, tomatoes, in perfect symmetry. And do you know what? Professionals of that age, the nurses and the teachers of the time, became her customers, not because of what she sold, but because of how she showed up and represented herself. It was her presence. It was the excellence she carried with her heart and with her hands. So I learned that excellence is not in the title, but it's an attitude. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. That has been the foundation of my life, whether I'm in the classroom, the boardroom, the market stall. I show up with all my heart and I give it my might. I often say that my journey was never a straight line. I didn't have a 5-year plan, a vision board. I'm sure you guys have vision boards now. Like a dream title somewhere, on the horizon, no. When I left my small hometown, I only wanted to get my national diploma in IT so that I could get a job and support my family. Little did I know that when I enrolled as an 18-year-old in the Nelson Mandela University, I only left at the age of 27 with a PhD in my hands. At the age of 31, I was appointed an associate professor. And in between those milestones were chapters of stretching, chapters of growth, surrender, and of grace. I remember when I presented my PhD proposal, I was standing there, I had morning sickness. I was trying to keep my composure while I was discussing methodologies. I was pregnant with my firstborn. While my baby was forming, my academic dream was realizing. Both dreams required nurturing, persistence, and patience. When I finally graduated, my second-born was 6 months old at the time. I still remember those nights where one hand I was breastfeeding, the other I was editing chapters. The quiet hum of the night became my study partner. I had both nappies and deadlines, lullabies and literature reviews. And through it all, I discovered, yet again, something profound about excellence. Excellence is not loud. Excellence is rooted. It's not glamorous. It's found in those quiet, ordinary days. The days where we breastfeed and change nappies. I used to make sure that I would write every week without fail. That is the rhythm and the consistency that kept me rooted. There were times it didn't feel like I was, pursuing a PhD. It felt like I was a blogger who had a PhD project because I was so invested in the topic of cybersecurity and cultivating a culture of responsible and safe navigation of the internet. This rhythm, this decision to show up, to write, to think, to try again, became my definition of excellence. But remember, consistency is the mother of excellence. And so when I look back at my path from township to professorship, I do not see a trail of achievements, but I see a series of seasons. Each season bore fruit at its own time. So when I went through the program, looking at the different categories, I saw what I called shades of excellence. All of you students that are here today represent a different shade of excellence. There is the shade of courage. The Center for Universal Access and Disability Support reminds us of what resilience looks like. The students in that category show us that access is not a favor, it's a right. And when opportunity meets determination, extraordinary things happen. We have the shade of community. There's an African proverb that says, "Umntu ngumntu ngabantu," I am because we are. And when I think of my residence life, I kind of have nostalgia. It was a time where, it was the first time I lived alone in a tiny room, and by alone, I'm being generous. I had a roommate. We shared this tiny space, one cupboard, one kettle, and endless debates on who's going to do the dishes. But it's in that space that you start to discover yourself. You learn to choose friends, to build a little village. I think residences teach us life and success, and that success is not a solo project. So I think to all the students who are forming part of this category, thank you for reminding us that home is not a place, but it's the people who hold us when we need them. Then we have the shade of discipline. I'm sure you can guess the discipline part, the sports award. Nelson Mandela once said, sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. Now, sports and I, we are not... When I was in high school, I used to be in a netball team, and I was that girl always sitting in the bench. And lo and behold, if the ball came my way, I would flinch and just pray that someone caught it. But as I watched from the sidelines, what I admire about athletes is the discipline, the grit. You know, I find it fascinating when someone can push beyond their bodily comfort. And I strongly believe, like if you can conquer your body, you can conquer your mind. So to every athlete, you show us strength is built in small, repeated acts of commitment long before the crowd starts cheering. And then we have the shade of discovery, the Student Life Awards. Student life is when you meet the person that you are becoming. It's when you test ideas, you challenge opinions, and sometimes you challenge outfits. As a student, I remember my Erykah Badu days, where I used to wear head wraps, big earrings, poetry. I'm sure you can hear that there's a poet in me. So, but you know, during that time, I was not only testing outfits, I was discovering identity. You know, I was asking the question, who am I becoming? So I think what university does, it gives us the space, gives you guys the space to stretch, to fail, to create, to grow. And those who are honored here tonight in this category, employability, creativity, innovation, mentorship, you remind us that greatness often begins with curiosity. So keep choosing to be extraordinary. Then we have the shade of integrity, and this is where you find the leaders. Prof. Duli Madonsela once said the challenge about ethical and sustainable leadership is to lead oneself successfully and persistently. I think leadership is not in a title, it's in the way you carry yourself. Leadership is a test of character. And perhaps the hardest person that you can ever lead is yourself. So true leaders, they listen before they speak. They choose principle over popularity. They show up even when it's inconvenient. So to every student leader, counselor, organizer honored here tonight, your service plants values that will outlive your term of office. And then we have the shade of compassion. This is my crew. I'm the administrator of this WhatsApp group. Archbishop Desmond Tutu says, do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. Sometimes the most transformative work happens privately, in the little spaces, in your little spheres of influence. But to our ambassadors who support, I call them the champions of support. You remind us that kindness is a form of leadership. You make space for others to breathe. You make space for others to heal and for others to be. And so you teach us that the bravest thing that one can do is to care. Then we have the last category, the student of the year. And I think this is the shade of legacy. This is a student who harmonizes all of these shades that I shared: courage, community, discipline, discovery, integrity, and compassion. I think what's important to emphasize when it comes to excellence, that it is not about perfection. It's about consistency and perseverance. The student of the year is someone who keeps planting ideas, kindness, purpose until the world around them becomes greener. So your light should remind us that we all carry something, we all carry the gift within that we need to cultivate. Without a doubt, each and every student that is here being honored today is talented, skillful, and very, very competent. But I strongly believe that competence, which is what you do, right, can only take you far. Talent and skills and competence gets you in the room. What keeps you there is character. It's who you are. That will keep you in the room. And consistency, discipline, how you do things, that will take you further and further than you ever imagined. So as we talk about excellence and we celebrate excellence tonight, this moment is about you. I don't want to reveal my age, but Whitney Houston, when she says, "Give me one moment in time," this is your moment in time. A moment where all your efforts, all your long nights, the quiet perseverance finally gets recognized. So this moment belongs to all of you. Because whether your name is called or not, your contribution adds to the culture of this university. You are part of a living story of UFS, and so to every student I say, keep raising the standard, keep leading with integrity, keep choosing to give your best, not because someone is watching, but because it is who you are. And to this institution, the University of Free State, thank you for seeing your students. I was saying when I was sitting at the table, we are a generation that wants to be seen, to be had. So thank you to the leadership for affirming the students, for nurturing them, and for reminding them that they are the fabric of what this university stands for. I thank you.
Thank you so much for those beautiful words. Another round of applause. That was a stunning keynote. Thank you for visiting us, and please travel safely back to Gqeberha. Now, my sister stays there. I love the place, right? And everyone always complains about the wind in Gqeberha. And Barry Hilton famously moved all the way from Johannesburg, this is a true story, to, that was still Port Elizabeth back then. And he said, everyone said, Barry, are you mad? Why on earth do you want to stay in Port Elizabeth all the way from Johannesburg? The wind is terrible in PE. And he replied, yes, but the wind doesn't hijack my car. A person who's got no problem with the wind because his hair will stay like that no matter what is our next speaker. And I'm going to call forward Dr. Pieter de Tooy, and he's the chairperson of the EDSA Prestige Awards Selection Panel. EDSA Awards 2025. Please welcome to the podium Dr. Pieter de Tooy.
Thank you, program directors. I was asked to give some remarks on the adjudication that happened during this year, and I'll be brief. But first, I must tell you that we started this whole process in March already. So March, we were all called together and we started reflecting on the criteria, getting to know the team, and to start planning for tonight. So this has not been something that has happened yesterday. I know all of you had to submit your applications as students by, I think it was June, and the departmental awards had to be in by the end of September. So, and unfortunately, but I'll get to that just now, there were some little hiccups that we have to iron out for next year. So just to reflect on what we wanted for this year. So for the student of the year, we had to look at how the student performed in the global citizenship category, community engagement and leadership, academia and transformation. And you had to submit something on each of those categories. And there were some sub-headings on each of this. So some of you were unfortunately disqualified. Unfortunately, you are not here tonight. I'm talking to the converted now. So some of the students did not supply us with all the information. So the rules were you had to give us some feedback on each of these. So if you only did one or two, obviously you were not eligible for the awards. For the departmental criteria, we looked at the values of the university as was stated in our Vision 130. And you had, or the departmental awards were then, the criteria were the innovation and impact, sustainability, excellence, care, and social justice. And again, if there were not enough information for the awardees, we could not really judge them. Some of the remarks that I must make is there were really some excellent submissions. I was, and my panel was surprised of, especially the student submissions, what they have achieved as second years and third years, etc., and even further, especially on community engagement. And that was something that we had to look at, or that we looked at very, very carefully. The more we could see that the community and sustainability in the community was addressed. Obviously, that would have helped you a lot to achieve. Secondly, I must mention, and I think that will be a criteria for next year, if you're a first-year student, don't bother. And I'm saying this with humility. You have not achieved enough as a first-year student to be eligible for many of the, especially for the student of the year. Give yourself some time, try for the next year and the year after. It's to gain experience, it's to fit into the culture of Koffsies. As a first year, you may be very ambitious, but your ambition will eventually sink you. So, and we had some very ambitious students who submitted, and they were, as I say, they thought they were next to the Heavenly Father when they submitted these applications. Again, there must be some humility involved as well. The third thing that we will have to look at very strictly next year is there were, especially for the departmental awards, late submissions. And obviously we will have to look at the calendar of the university to make sure that when we set the deadlines, they are in line, that there is enough time to submit these departmental awardees in time. And we had to make a very strict rule this year because of the event that needs to be planned. There is a lot of logistics. And I know that some of the subheads were not so very happy with us, but I was given the task to give the feedback to those departmental heads, and we just had to look at that, especially for next year. Again, as a panel, I could not have done it with my team without the help of Ms. Notando Shlope. She's not here tonight, she's ill in bed. And in her absence, I would like to recognize her. She was the coordinator of our team. She received all the awards. She passed a lot of the stuff on to me. And as I said, I would like you to all give her a round of applause in her absence. And even last year, she phoned me in a bit of a panic during the unrest that was on campus. What are we going to do? Do we have a backup plan? I said to her, Notando, have faith. I'm sure we will have a venue. If it's not even on campus, we'll make a plan. We'll change the dinner to a cocktail function, but we will have our dinner. The students will get their awards. So we will make a plan. And as everything panned out perfectly, you are all here tonight, and we are very, very grateful for that. Lastly, I would like to thank the executive director. When he approached me whether I will chair this panel, I was surprised. But he and I work together very well. I chair the Student Support Services Committee of Council, so I am well aware what is happening on campus, and some of the other colleagues regularly give us input to consider at council level, and I make sure that what is happening for the students is being heard at council level. So in short, that is everything from me. Enjoy your evening tonight. Please, next year, if you are not a winner tonight, and even if you are, there may be some categories for next year. Please take part next year. We would like to see many of you again. And congratulations. Thank you.
We're kicking off the night by presenting our first honor, the CTL Awards. These awards will be presented by Dr. Themba Sasho.
So within the CTL Awards, we have two categories this evening. The first one is for the UFSS Teaching Assistant of the Year for 2025, and also the A-Step Tutor of the Year. For the UFSS Teaching Assistant of the Year 2025, the second runner-up, ladies and gentlemen, our first winner for this evening, Andrea Lucas. And our first runner-up for the UFSS Teaching Assistant of the Year for 2025, congratulations to Bonolo Napo. And now our winner for the UFSS Teaching Assistant of the Year for 2025. Please congratulate Kefilwe Gaule. Our second category for the CTL Awards for 2025 is the A-Step Tutor of the Year. We have two winners, one from the Bloemfontein campus and one from the Kwakwa campus. Congratulations from the Bloemfontein campus. The A-Step Tutor of the Year award goes to Muketsi Mukwena. And our winner from the Kwakwa campus, Amukalani Chabalala.
Our next category is the Quartz Awards. Please invite Ms. Zolega Dotwana to the stage to present these honors.
Apologies, colleagues, my eyes are deceiving me, so we just need it to be enlarged. I'm already wearing the extra eyes, but the print is very small, so I need it enlarged. Please bear with us. In general. Thank you so much, Gerben. The first recipient in this category, we have Best Performing First Year, and that goes to Liam Forbes. And the overall best performing, we have Oratile Senatle. The next award goes to Breaking Barriers. We have Puleng Mhlambi. Now, in accordance with accessibility, may I ask all to please wave in acknowledgement for the recipient. Thank you, Ms. Oleka. Thank you so much.
Moving right along, our next category is the Health and Wellness Awards. Please welcome Dr. V.P. Aval to the stage to present these accolades.
I know VP asked to be referred to as the VP of all, but sorry, we'll work it in the script next year. VP. It's just VP for now. Our Health and Wellness Awards presented by VP, and let's start off with the Peer Educator of the Year, seen all the way to September. Not here studying, that's great. Peer Educator of the Year, Trevor Nonyane. And our third winner for the Peer Educator of the Year, could please put your hands together for Matieti Sekoboto. Now to our next category, our Influencer of the Year. Please help me congratulate Sam Mofokeng. In the Influencer of the Year category, Fatuwani Mafikwe. And our last winner under the Health and Wellness Awards category under Influencer of the Year, please help me congratulate Tebogo Lengwabala. Also studying, that's great. Results are going to be amazing. That then concludes this category. Thank you, VP, much appreciated. Let's get to the next one.
Next up, we have the ISGU Awards. We invite Mr. Jerry Laka to the stage to present these awards.
While Mr. Laka gets on stage, just to give a definition of ISGO, that is the Institutional Student Governance Office. And to start it off, we'll be awarding the ICSRC of the Year, the Bloemfontein Campus SRC Media and Dialogue Chairperson, Jadine Bosch. And the ISGO Best Supporting Structure Award in the portfolio South Campus CSRC Executive Committee Member, Emilio Mago. My twin is on stage. We are glitterized in blue. The next award goes to the ISGO Faculty Student Council of the Year in the portfolio Theology and Religion, FSC Bloemfontein Campus. I welcome on stage the chairperson, Asandile Mbuku. And last but not least on our ISGO awards, we have the ISGO Association of the Year. All the way from Kwakwa campus, the Enectus Group, headed by the chairperson, Ntombinkulu Kumalo. So when this award was, when we sent the invites out, I told people to wear blue because I'm awarding it, you see. That brings us to the end of the ISG Awards. Thank you, Ntata Laka.
Next up, we shift our focus to campus vitality and student initiatives. It's time for the COFSI Act Awards. Please welcome Mr. Paula Mbalani to present these accolades.
Sorry, the steps are a bit too high for Paula. All right, let's get to our awards for COFSI Act, and the COFSI Act overall winner, representing House Roosmarijn, Kwandile Sibia. Our Community Garden Project of the Year goes to House Lechai Moleleleking Malakwane. Okay. And highest yields of the year goes to Moleleke Malakwane. And then our last award in this category, EC Member of the Year. We have 2 winners. First winner, Lekonda Dladla. And our last award under the COPSI Act Award category, congratulations to Mike Mziefani.
Let's recognize achievement in competition and creativity. Our next awards are the COPSI Sports, Arts and Culture Awards. These will be presented by Dr. Themba Hlasho.
And the first award for the COPSI Sport, Arts and Culture, we have the USA National Participation FISU World University Games. Our first recipient was bronze in the 100 meters, which goes to Gabriela Murray. Next up, we have silver in the mixed 4x100 meter relay and silver in the mixed 4x400 meter relay. Our very own Usain Bolt, Umtim Timkulu. And we can see why he's Umti. He's as tall as a tree. Please come back up, Mr. Umti. It is you again. I'll hold this for you. So as he stands here, so this is the COPSI Sportsman of the Year. But can I give background? Having done this for 4 years, MT has won this how many times? Yes, it's the 2nd year. So Dr. Peter and Edie, with your approval, next year, if this is still Mtimkulu, we are renaming the award for Sportsman of the Year, the Mtimkulu Award, the Sportsman of the Year 2025, Mtimkulu, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, sir. And in absentia, we're going to acknowledge the COPSI Sportswoman of the Year. Another repetition. So yet again, Edie, if next year we found ourselves having Rolene Strichter as the Sportswoman of the Year, we're going to rename the category. So in absentia, we acknowledge the Sportswoman of the Year for COPSI Sport 2025, Rolene Strichter. And now we get to the big award for COPSI Sport. I would like to add some background. As South Africans who love sport very, very much, who indulge in this particular sport very, very much, and I'm hoping I'll get support in the audience. There's one soccer team that is just in the PSL who's just doing wonders, man? Who's that? Bagania, yes. So when I call these people on stage, they remind me of Orlando Pirates. So give me the honor in calling on stage the team. Once again, give it up for Orlando Pirates. Kofsi Sport Football, winner of the year. Thank you so much. Edie, we thank you, sir.
And with that, I don't know why Zanele left. This is clearly color-coded in blue, that it is you that needs to say this. In blue. She even wanted me to wear my blue beard today, but I decided we're not going to do that. So don't run away. It's time for you to announce. Come here. Where's you? Oh, sorry. See, they're in blue. That's you.
I feel like I've just been called to the principal's office, like I did something wrong. I'm very sorry, principal. So we get to have a little bit of a break, but in this break, I would love to call on stage someone which I think Professor Nuluxolo will be very pleased to have on stage. You spoke about your Erika Badu days, your poetry days. So on the stage, we are bringing Ngqebekazi Qwanti. Are we? Oh, Siphetho Kuhle, colleagues, is the one coming on stage. My apologies. Siphetho Kuhle, please come to the stage and grace us with your performance.
What my life has become in the hands of the man that I came to love. Is it a dream or is this my reality? Because on a daily basis I experience his abuse, his emotional abuse, his physical abuse. On a daily basis I live my life in fear because I do not know what he will do next. You see, there are voices in my head that are telling me to leave him. At the same time, there are voices in my head that are telling me that I am nothing without him. That I need him. I need him to take care of my kids. I need him to take care of me. You see, he left when he was going to Joburg to support me and the kids. Ukuya kwakhe endlini wafike wahlangana lobubuso ongalibonanga lapha eGoli ngoba yena wayesefuna lokho okunye ngefani nangesho uNkulunkulu wayemnike mina wasebona ngcono ukuthi ahlukumeze wami umphefumulo kanti ngonele emhlabeni kaNkulunkulu ngize ngicele lesi silwane sokuphilisa kabuhlungu ngathi mina bengingenabo abazali wathi bengithathe ekhaya wathi uyongiphatha kahle uyonginakekela kodwa konke lokhu kwashintsha mhlazane kumele ahambe ayofuna umsebenzi inkosi impela ngcono kumele inkosi impela ngcono kuvela ngithathe kunokuthi aqhubeke angihlukumeze ngalendlela angihlukumeza ngayo kodwa nkosi yami sengikhalela iy'ngane zami. Stop! Please stop! You're hurting me. Let me just die.
Thank you so much. Now we have a couple of performances this evening, and how we chose those performances, that'll become clear a little bit later. It's now time for our next award.
Next up, celebrating leadership and support, the Peer Mentorship Awards. Please welcome Ms. Pulani Malefani to the stage.
We have 3 winners under this category for Peer Mentorship of the Year, presented by Pulani Malefani. Most Consistent Peer Mentor, 3 winners, as I said. Congratulations to our first winner, Tabiso Sebeko. Our second winner under this category, congratulations to Carmen Malgas. And our last winner under this category for most consistent peer mentor, Katlego Ta.
Now, we recognize those who provide crucial care and assistance. It is time for the Social Support Office Awards. Please welcome Dr. Munita Dan Kusia to the stage to present these meaningful honors.
For the Ambassador of the Year 2025, we have 3 recipients in this category. And to start it off, we call Mbalenhle Mguni. The name means beautiful flower, and she's a beautiful flower indeed. Next up, we have Musa Blessing Pakanyani. And the last recipient for the section of Social Support Office Awards, we have Mweketsi Lesinyeho. Thank you, Dr. Let me leave the stage.
Next up, we shift our focus to the future of business and leadership. It's time for the Student Entrepreneurship Office Awards. Please welcome Professor Vasu Reddy to the stage to present these accolades to our budding entrepreneurs.
And we have two project winners this evening for the Student Entrepreneurship Office Award. Our first winner this evening. Congratulations to Root Rescue. And our second winner for the Student Entrepreneurial Excellence Award, congratulations to Kart ZA. That's not a problem. We'll just card their prize to them. That's fine. It's not a problem. Thank you so much. That then concludes, thank you, Prof. Reed. That concludes the Student Entrepreneurship Office Awards for this evening.
Next up, we recognize those who guide and inspire change. Our next category is the Student Leadership Development Office Awards. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Peter Tutoit to the stage to present these honors.
For the best overall FLC 2025 performance, we will start with the second runner-up, Tumiso Mokoena. Our first runner-up, Ntlantla Baloyi. In absentia, we will then move over to the overall winner for the best FLC 2025 performers, Kanya Nongog. Thank you, Dr. Peter.
Our next category celebrates the vital work of student communicators and content creators. It's time for the Student Media and Experience Awards. Please welcome Ms. Marty Miranda to the stage to present these accolades.
Too many gingers on the stage now at the moment. By far the most important awards this evening is the Student Media and Experience Awards, because it's my department. We have 3 awards to give out this evening. The first award is for Student Experience, and the winner this evening, Sydney Mtukzake. All 3 winners must actually get a special prize for just working with me, being able to do it for a year. It's amazing. Our next award is for Excellence and Student Experience. Congratulations to Karabo Tage. She's unfortunately not here this evening. She's working. I told her to work, so it's unfortunate. And then our last award under the Student Media and Experience Awards, the bane of my existence, under Innovation and Impact, please welcome Latita Fikele.
The moment has arrived to recognize our stage stars. Here to present the Performing Artists Awards, a category judged by both students and a panel, is Professor Molapo Kobela.
So how this works with the performances, we had the stunning Kofsi extravaganza earlier this year, and we had winners, and then they performed live, or they performed on the Takaneng Bridge, and my team shot them with video cameras, and then they were placed on social media. The performance with the most likes, that counted 50% towards their vote. We then had judges there that counted towards 50% of the vote, and that then gave us the 3 winners. Lovely lady that you can announce. You want to announce it? All right, let me do it. The second runner-up, congratulations to Nkebakasi Kwanti. And our first runner-up, also the first performance for this evening. Congratulations to Coded Black. And the overall winner, and that is on the Performing Artists Awards. Congratulations, Sipokuhle Mhlongo.
We have reached the culmination of our awards ceremony. It is time for the highest honor of the evening, the EDSA Student of the Year Award 2025. To present this most distinguished accolade, please welcome back to the stage Dr. Temba Sasho.
Could also ask our keynote speaker to join us, to hand over the award, so you can feel how it feels to be a Kofsi, right? Let's start off with our second runner-up for the EDSA Student of the Year Award for 2025. Our second runner-up is a 19-year-old female student of public administration and a passionate young entrepreneur, leader and aspiring diplomat from the historic town of Ladysmith. She currently serves as the Secretary of Enactus, UFSQ Corporate Relations Office in the Student Entrepreneurship Association, MX and MXSS UFS first runner-up for the Kwakwa campus, and is the newly appointed Deputy Chair of the EMS Faculty Student Council in the Kwakwa campus. Also contributes as a peer mentor, media and marketing officer for the SWEEP Student Charter and the incoming RC Academics for residents in 2026. Please welcome Mbalenhle Tungo. Congratulations. Now, our first runner-up for the EDSA Student of the Year Award 2025. Our first runner-up is a Human Resources Management student at the University of the Free State, luckily, and the top academic achiever in the EMS faculty within his residence of over 150 students. He balances his studies with leadership as RC Sports, helping his residents win the Spirit Cup in 2025. He's also part of the UFS first rugby team, also known as the Shimlas. Beyond academics and sports, he manages a hometown football club and runs a YouTube channel where he performs magic tricks, reflecting his passion for leadership, academics, balance, and community impact. Please congratulate our first runner-up, Tabang Maslangu. Congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the Student of the Year Award? The EDSA Student of the Year Award 2025 winner. The student is a multi-international award-winning theatre maker, filmmaker, social entrepreneur, and student who leads with purpose. As Southern African regional lead for young leaders for arts and health, with her work showcased globally, she uses performing arts to confront social issues, create jobs, mentor students, and open healing spaces for marginalized communities. EDSA Awards for 2025 are Student of the Year is Jane Mapolo. vote of thanks.
Okay. I think another round of applause for Jane is necessary. Congratulations on being the Student of the Year 2025 on our 4th edition. Before we get to the close of the function, I would like to call on stage Ms. Zoleka Dodwana, the Director of Kwakwa Campus Student Affairs. She will then assist us with the vote of thanks. We call her Mamzo, Zozo, Mamzi, Mamzizo. Welcome, ma'am.
Oh, I'm not as tall. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to acknowledge in our midst first the presence of our EXCO members. It was indeed an honor to have you with us this evening. It just shows the level of commitment that the university has on what the student portfolio is doing. We are grateful for that. I also would like to acknowledge our esteemed guest of honor, Prof. Ga, was it? Yes, Gaga. Yes. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to spend time with us this evening. Your speech was indeed an indication of your commitment to cyber safety. And we could see from what you shared with us this evening, my take home was that at least Student Affairs is celebrating the different shades of excellence. I thought that was a profound statement to make. As DSA, we pride ourselves on the 4 pillars upon which our strategy is located, which is student success, student development, student experience, and student what? Student experience. So indeed, today was an epitome of what we are about as the department. Thanks to our visionary leader, our ED, you can see the impact of the strategy that he brought to the department, and we all are implementing it with excitement and enthusiasm. Thanks to ED for that. I also would like to thank Dr. Dutoy. Without your efforts, tonight would not have been the success that it has been. We appreciate you and your team for going through a number of submissions that you had to deal with, some of which were not exactly what you expected, but that's our students for you. And we are really, really grateful that you did an excellent job of giving us tonight's awardees. We thank you for that. Let me also thank and acknowledge our SLG, without whom you would not have seen tonight's celebrations. Because all what the students have been doing, they have been doing that under the auspices of their leadership in various units. Thank you, SLG members, for taking time to be here and celebrate the fruits of your hard work. We appreciate that very much. I must also appreciate the organizers of this auspicious event. If it weren't for the hard work that Viz and her team have put, we wouldn't be enjoying this celebration at the level at which it is. Thank you very much, Viz and your team. I also would like to thank all the SLG members and the other staff members who were here to present the awards. Thank you very much for what you did. Last but not least, our esteemed awardees. Please give yourselves a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest speaker tonight made a profound statement. And she said, when opportunity meets determination, what do you get? Extraordinary thing. How can you forget such a profound statement, ladies and gentlemen? Extraordinary things happen. So never miss out on identifying opportunities. And when they come your way, you must have that determination to get over the line. So for me, that was an excellent way of encouraging you to do more. There were competitors you were competing against for the very same awards that you won tonight, but you were the best. What we are encouraging you to do is to keep doing that. Keep excelling. Those of you who are still doing level 2, you might be doing greater things in your final year. So we would be expecting to see you back here next year, perhaps as the student of the year, which is the top cherry on top. So you must aspire to be there. Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to thank our photographers for capturing the memories. Hopefully, students are going to get links so that they can access their pics, very important pictures that they will keep for the rest of their lives. And once more, I don't want to be the one standing between you and something nice. I'm hoping there's something extraordinary, because this is an extraordinary event. So, with those few words, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank each one of you for making our night possible, without whom we would not have had an event. Otherwise, Viz and the crew would have organized, and then no one turns up, and it's just empty tables and ourselves. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, Mamzo, for that vote of thanks. And like Mamzo said, we do not want to be the people who are standing between, the luxuries of the stomach. So we're going to keep this very short. We're going to have one last closing act on stage. I would love to call Ngeba Gazi.
Can we just say, are we going to eat?
Oh, you're welcome to say that.
Can I say, that's
my
important.
apologies.
It's very, very important.
My apologies.
All right.
In Suzulu, we say...
So first I'm going to say, what we're going to do is, all right, we're going to go per weight, okay, to go and get food, all right. Under 60 kilograms, you can go first, okay. We're going to start with my table, and then 60 kilograms. So that's pretty much VP. Okay, then after... All right, so ladies and gentlemen, before we announce the last performance, just quickly how it's going to work. We're going to start with the table over here. Except Dr. Trobela, we're going to go last. Okay, but the rest of the tables first. And then we're going to move to that table. Jerry is very happy. Hey, Jerry, I can see the happiness in your eyes. All right, so we're going to go to that table, and then we're going to do that table, that table, that table, that table. Mine is almost last. All right, that one, this one, and then this one. Right, happiness?
Happiness.
Happiness.
Happiness. happiness. Now then, to officially close the program, and we thank you as the program directors for allowing us this opportunity to be on the stage. Edie, we thank you for allowing us to gracefully, it was graceful, right? Yeah. Gracefully run this program for the 4th edition. Without further ado, I'd like to call on stage our soloist, Ngabakazi Kwanti.
Hello, everyone. Just waiting for a heads up. Sisi tando sam wena oh ulungumo lwami wena sisi tando sam when I thunder sam bambalam gumalam thunder sam Sisi tando sam, yeah. Ulungumo lami wena. Usistando asami wena. Stando asami wena, yeah. Ngumo lami wena. Stand sam bambolam ngumbolam bambolami yeah ngumbolami yeah stand sami yeah when Sisi tanda sam wena hell ulungumo lwami wena Sisi tanda sam ngumo lwami wena Stando sami wena Stando sam.
Thank you, Ngabakazi. As that was the closing act, ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served. Thank you.